The 2015 draft is right around the corner. We have Bucky Brooks here to get us ready for the draft. It's our draft prep. So let's talk about Marcus Peters. He's the cornerback from Washington. You saw him at the Combine. How did you evaluate him?
You know, he really struggled with his 40 time, but overall, I think he's the most talented cornerback in the draft. And when I talk about that, I'm talking about a guy that can come in and play right away. I love the length, I love the range, I love the physicality and toughness that he brings to the table. When I watched him at the Combine, I like the movement skills, the back pedal, break and drive, the transitions, the fluidity that he displays in making those turns and transitions. I just believe that this is an elite cornerback waiting to happen when he gets to the National Football League and is put in a system that allows him to really play to his strengths, which is really playing a variety of ways at the line of scrimmage, off the line. I think he's going to be a guy that is a Pro Bowl corner in the league.
His athleticism is apparent, but he was dismissed from the team at Washington. How much does that play into his draft stock?
Character is the biggest concern with Marcus Peters. This is a guy that has some issues when it comes to really keeping his emotions in check on the field. But that grit, that toughness, that dog that he has in him will allow him to succeed at the next level if he's able to do the things on and off the field that will allow him to stay on the field. But in terms of a player, this guy's an outstanding player, a top-rated player, one that I think should be a lock to go in the first round if he didn't have those other issues hanging over his head.
Well, if he does, he would become Washington's second cornerback ever selected in the first round. Of course, there's got to be somebody in the league right now who he reminds you of. Who would it be on the field?
He reminds me of Aqib Talib, the guy that's been a Pro Bowl player for the Denver Broncos. Similar in his personality, similar in his demeanor, and really very similar in the way that he plays. Very aggressive, very tenacious, has the ability to play up, he can play off, he can play in any system. I just believe that Marcus Peters and Aqib Talib share so many similar qualities that when people look at the tape, they're going to say, this is a guy that can be a Pro Bowler, just like Aqib Talib has become during his time in the league.
All right, well, you could read more about Marcus Peters and where he might land in the draft. You can check it all out at NFL.com/collegefootball. Here with us now is Bucky Brooks for our draft prep. All right, Bucky, let's talk about one of the prospects that's coming up in the draft. We got Max Williams, the tight end from Minnesota. What do you like about him? What's unique?
You know, I like his game because he's a complete tight end. He's a guy that blocks on the edge, is gritty, is tough. He'll battle you from snap to whistle. And then as a pass catcher, great ball skills, outstanding hands, does a great job of winning the contested catches, sneaky route runner, works free. And when you're thinking about an offense where you need a tight end that can control the middle of the field, he does all of the things that you look for. Route running, ball skills, a threat down in the red zone. He is a terrific player, someone that can really open up an offense as a middle of the field threat.
Now, he didn't completely impress at the Combine. So what do you why is that? What is it about him?
You know, I think he's a football player. I think we put that in quotes in the scouting community. He is a guy that plays the game better than he will test. He is not necessarily the best athlete on the field, but when it comes to playing the game, running routes, making plays down the field, natural hands catcher, he does everything. So I'd rather sacrifice some of that athleticism because I'm getting a guy that understands how to get open. He makes plays. He has plenty of tape to document that. He's going to be an outstanding player at the next level.
And you think that he sort of reminds you of Jason Witten?
He absolutely reminds me of Jason Witten because when I look at Jason Witten right now is a veteran. He doesn't necessarily have the athleticism that you want, but week in, week out, he is always open. And part of that is because he understands how to use the tricks of the trade, from pushing off to working downhill on his angles. He has soft hands, so you rarely see him drop passes. When I look at Max Williams, I can see him grow and mature and blossom into a tight end of Jason Witten's caliber. I think Max Williams is going to be a Pro Bowl player at the next level. Reminds me very similar to the way that Jason Witten progressed during his time in Dallas.
All right, Bucky, well, I know you have a lot more on all the prospects. You have your big board 2.0. You have a mock draft. You have a lot of stuff up right now, so you can check it all out at NFL.com/collegefootball.
Warm conditions with a little bit of humidity here in New Jersey. The soccer should take the temperature up another couple of notches. We welcome you here to Yersack Field on the campus of Rutgers University. Lofting it forward, looking for the physical player, and Christy Welsh up top. Little slip ball there from Kolupny. Aluko looking for another, and it's 1-0.
Well, I said Eniola Aluko has been the spark for the St. Louis team, and she ignites the fire very early here in this one. Just finds a way to slip that one through and into the corner of the goal. There's a touch there by Kolupny to find Aluko, who managed to stay on sides and sneak that one into the far post. Wow, big break for the Athletica. And try to find a player like Keely Dowling in the air.
O'Reilly lost this one onto the back post. Averbuch over the shoulder. Hope Solo, did she get a touch to it? Nope, the early indication is a goal kick here for St. Louis. Nur, back for O'Reilly. Not a lot of numbers in the attack. Casey White finds some space here on the left against Larson. Back inside for O'Reilly. Left-footed shot. Solo with the save.
Great work there between O'Reilly and White. Just nice passing back and forth. They found space to run into. And a really good shot there from O'Reilly. A point-blank save by Hope Solo.
Long distance shot. Solo parries it over the bar. White, nice little 1-2. Casey White gets on the end of it, into the space. Solo comes off her line. Parker puts it across in front. Loose ball still alive. Natasha Kai looking for help. She finds McCallum. Little kick to the backside. Flag stays down. In the area, it's 1-1!
Good perseverance, good numbers in the box, and the second half sub, Julianne Sitch, looked like she was the one that found the back of the net for her first goal of the campaign.
And Creddy with a snapping ankle tackle over there on the side, earns the throw for St. Louis. Across and in the back of the net! The second half substitute, Elise Weber, from a ridiculous angle, puts St. Louis back in front.
That's one of those wacky touches that you're hoping someone will run in on, and then you think, well, you know what, this one's got a chance to get in the back of the goal. I don't think anybody thought this one was going as close as it was, including Weber. And Branham just kind of got a little bit out of position there. That one chips right into that back corner. Huge goal for the Athletica.